Hello guys, welcome back to another lovely trading live stream. Today we're going to be trading the PPI live. So PPI, we can see if you just go over to Forex Factory real quick, we got two releases coming out. We got the PPI, which is the main thing we're going to be looking at, and also Empire State Manufacturing. Again, can have some effect on the market. Again, PPI doesn't always, but the way you trade it is more of a fade. So as soon as it comes out, if we get any good or strong movement, we tend to just look to reverse it. So for this, I will be using the Nasdaq futures, just because obviously markets aren't open. I would usually trade it through SPY or options. Yes, you can still trade it through SPY shares, but for the same amount of money, I can usually just get well, not for the same, but for how much I'd be looking to trade, I can just make more money trading it off the Nasdaq. So again, as soon as markets open, usually wait 3 to 5 seconds, see where it's moving, and then start looking to do the fade. So again, I'll be just trading these through market orders, nothing too extreme. There we go, we're getting that movement. Again, I would want something a bit more. There we go, fading 2 contracts. We'll see how it plays out. Again, not gonna have won't be looking for a massive move. Just waiting for the numbers to come out. They still haven't actually came out yet. Have a quick look. So, Empire State, actually, that was a big change in the manufacturing. Okay, I will have a stop probably above this high. If it keeps going, probably won't be looking for the fade. If I bring this down, you can see what we're talking about. So PPI, again, very close to kind of what was expected, not too different. But Empire State, really big difference. If we pull this down, again, it sometimes happens, but it's the main reason we're now focused on it is it went from being expected to be negative. It was negative the month before, but now it's flipped to a positive number. So is a bit more concerning for the fade. Just won't be using as much size as normal on this kind of thing. Probably look actually to do one more contract and see how this starts to play out really. Because from previous testing, you usually see that the fade lasts. It looks starting to look a bit more weak. Usually takes about 5 minutes to reverse back to its entry. So yeah, coming back down to around this 11:9:30. So noting that is key, because if it starts taking more than 5 minutes to come out, it is better usually just to start cutting those losses if there is any to cut. See how the S&P futures are looking as well. There we go, moving quite similar. Okay, so I think that's looking a bit weaker than the Nasdaq. Oh no, they are moving the exact same. Oh no, okay, no, Nasdaq's moving a bit of more of an outperformer. Again, I'll be careful on that. Won't look to add in any more size on the Nasdaq side of things. Start seeing how the ES plays out. But again, if it takes, again, I'll hold it for 5 minutes. If in 5 minutes it doesn't start to pull back, that's when you just cut the loss and see what you come out as. But yeah, it should be interesting. Again, I don't think I haven't really traded through when it's that big of a change, when it goes from like a big expected negative to a positive. The last time it happened was August 15th. Didn't trade through that one. So again, I don't actually have as much back testing to see how it reacts. If Empire State is a divergence from the PPI release. So again, quite interesting stuff. Again, this is all we can ever do, just test, start seeing how it reacts. So again, even if this trade ends up failing, we now get a bit more knowledge on it. If it's maybe a divergence between the PPI and Empire State, again, they're not always released together, but if they are, that is maybe a indicator to be paying attention to. Actually, the core PPI is actually the more important one anyway. Okay, that might as well be a bit more why it's moving a bit more harsh, because it's kind of broken a range. I mean, we'd have a range of probably 0.3. It's just hit that range. Probably actually something you would look to trade more directional based. For some reason, I was looking at normal PPI. There we go. All the results have come out anyway. If you were focused, that's why I ended up saying that it looked a bit strange. Because yeah, US core PPI actual 0.0, forecasted 0.3. And again, where was it? The US manufacturing. Yeah, depending as well where you are. it's the same release. If you see New York Fed Manufacturing, New York Manufaturing, Empire State Manufacturing, again, it's all the same thing. Actual 4.5, forecasted -6. Okay, it looks like it's still playing direction. Might be something we cut out of. So yeah, the way I'll play this stop then is as soon as this candle closes, so in 35 seconds, have our stop at that candle high. If it breaks that on the 6th candle, most likely going to fail and continue up trending. Okay, looks like a bit of weakness is starting to kick in, but again, sort of on 1 minute candles not meaning all that much. Could just be a quick amount of profit taking, and then we just continue up. So again, do be cautious. Hopefully this does close as a red 1 minute though, would be ideal. Okay, that's good sign, good sign. Okay, now I've got to stop around here. If we start pushing up, that's when I get out. Again, 5 minutes tends to be the movement for the contract. Should have known actually to wait on the fade a bit. But either way, it doesn't matter too much. How's NQ looking? Same thing. Actually, I'll be more focused on the NQ for this anyway. But yeah, if it breaks that level, again, if you are short, will definitely be a level I'll be looking to cut out, because it's probably just going to show that the trend's going to continue. Because again, this could still just be a pullback. Could be waiting for a bit of a pullback before continuing up. So again, never be too careless. If you start seeing it go against you, just cut out. We're starting to see that looking alright. Don't think there's anything else we need to look at. Canadian monthly. Oh, I always forget you can't see the other screens. Just scrolling through the news, seeing if any other things can have an impact. Canadian S&P numbers. That doesn't really matter. Don't think there's anything. And as well, yeah, for the rest of today, nothing I'm going to be focusing on news related for trades. The G20 meetings again might have some effect on the market, just depending if anything's said that is not expected. But again, those kind of ones I don't even like to trade, because by the time you're reacting to it, usually off a speech, the algos are triggering quicker than that. These kind of releases are a bit easier to trade, at least in my opinion. But yeah, trading the meetings, I think you're sitting there for a bit too long for the potential gains. It's usually just not worth the time, at least to me. Again, this what I mean by it could have just been a pullback is starting to already slow down on this pullback movement. So again, if we start pushing up again, bit of a bullish sign. That looks like it could have just been a micro pullback, and we're going to continue back to the upside. But again, all we can do is really wait. But again, I mean, I don't really need to do too much. Don't want to long out this stream. Just want to show you how I was kind of looking to trade it. But yeah, kind of the key thing is if we break back above, kind of say, well, break this high. If you are short, that would be the cutout level. Otherwise, target still down at the pre-news level, or the key target at least. You might want to scale out some on the way down, but the key target will still be that 119.28. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the stream. Again, we'll obviously have analysis videos out later. Might trade a bit of the US Open today. We'll see how it is when we open. But otherwise, I'll see you in the next stream on any big news releases. Definitely Thursday for the natural gas fade. Might get on Wednesday for the crude oil inventory, but that one's never usually that good, if ever a trade. But yeah.